Namaste, and I am very happy to be here speaking to all of you on this nationwide roadshow of the Digital India RISC-V VEGA processors, the DIR-V processors as we refer to them. And I thank and congratulate the program manager of the DIR-V program, the Digital India RISC-V program, Mr. Krishna Kumar Rao, who is a senior director at CDAC, as well as the chief architect of India's DIR-V program, Professor Kamakoti, who is the director at IIT Chennai. This is certainly a significant milestone, and it is certainly tremendous progress that today we are able to demonstrate to the entire country the capabilities in not just broad chip design, but in terms of high performance chip design in the RISC-V domain, which is an ISA, an open source ISA that the government of India has firmly embarked on as a strategy to create the deep capabilities and capacities, chips, devices, products and systems around DIR-V in the coming years, in the decade that our Honorable Prime Minister refers to as the India decade. Look, before I get into a discussion on DIR-V and semiconductors and electronics, I must certainly share with you, as somebody who has the privilege and honor of serving as a minister in Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's Council of Ministers, that I see as somebody who has spent over 3 decades in technology, that this is the most exciting time for India's technology ecosystem, for any Indian, young or old, who is a participant, who is a spectator, or indeed setting out to enter the Indian technology and innovation ecosystem. The opportunities that have been created in the last several years by our Prime Minister's policies range from space to electronics to semiconductors to consumer internet to the Web3 to artificial intelligence, high performance computing, quantum computing, and the entire spectrum of opportunities that today are in front of young engineers, young students, the accelerated pace of digitalization that our economy is seeing represents an unprecedented opportunity for success, unprecedented opportunity for growth, an unprecedented opportunity to demonstrate your capabilities. Never before in the history of India, independent India's history, have young Indians been offered such a wide spectrum of opportunities to prove themselves, succeed at a global scale. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji refers to the coming 10 years as the India decade, a decade of technology opportunities. And as you know, in December of 2021, our Prime Minister, with great foresight and vision, launched the India Semiconductor Mission, and with an outlay of 76,000 crores, he saw that India must become a significant player in the altering, changing, transforming global value chains for electronics and semiconductors that the world is today seeing. And that India, after almost 74 years or 73 years of missing many opportunities in electronics and semiconductors, that India of today, this new India, is really playing catch up by making giant strides and giant leaps in the area of semiconductors and electronics. There are obviously many things to talk about in terms of semiconductors. There are many things that we have achieved in the last just year and 11 months. The world's, India's first big memory memory assembly packaging unit is coming up in Gujarat. A large number of startups have been catalyzed who are designing chips and devices that will go into different products and systems. And one of the important decisions that the government of India has taken is to go all in and completely back the RISC-V architecture, the RISC-V ISA, in terms of developing chips, devices and systems and products around these devices for the Indian ecosystem. And this program called DIR-V is, as I mentioned, today being looked after by two very capable names, Dr. Kamakoti of IIT Chennai and Mr. Krishna Kumar Rao of CDAC. And it is under this program today that this roadshow is showcasing the Vega processor that is one of the two families of DIR-V chips that India is building, designing, developing, and taping out in the coming months and years. The Vega is one, Shakti is the other family of DIR-V processors, and it is certainly our ambition as a country, and with hundreds and thousands of engineers amongst the audience such as you, that we will master and we will become, if not the world leader, but certainly amongst the world's leading nations in propagating, in having the capabilities and capacities to create innovation around the RISC-V ISA and around the DIR-V family of chips and systems. The program is going to be continuously fueled by the creativity and innovation of students, engineers, startups, and the government of India will continue to support, encourage, catalyze this expansion of the DIR-V ecosystem. The DIR-V ecosystem has seen many startups, the Ventana Microsystems for data centers, Esperanto introducing massively parallel multi-core architecture. We have in-core semiconductors. We have working on configurable RISC-V processor cores, Mindgrove Technologies working on fault-tolerant RISC-V SoCs, morphing machines working on multi-core reconfigurable systems. So therefore, the RISC-V ISA is being made to go into multiple applications, multiple devices, as we are today emerging into a semiconductor landscape where the dominance of any particular family of processors is being replaced by many different devices that are application focused, application optimized, and this represents a huge opportunity for the startup and the design ecosystem in India to build the next generation of chips around the RISC-V processor and the next generation of systems built around the DIR-V devices that are designed and engineered by Indian teams and Indian companies and Indian youngsters. Our ambition as a country is certainly very wide. Our Prime Minister has laid out a program where we are looking at next-gen systems in automotive, industrial, wireless and communication, compute. So there is a whole spectrum of opportunities for device designers, product designers, because the number of systems that are going to be represented by this in the coming years in terms of demand and applications are just vast and in many numbers. While we recognize ongoing activities in the x86 and ARM domains, our primary focus is to grow the RISC-V ecosystem, the DIR-V ecosystem, the high performance computing goals spearheaded by CDAC, and that forms part of one of the application areas for the future labs, will be also driven by DIR-V and RISC-V. And while RISC-V has always represented open source and certainly a collaborative framework for innovation in semiconductor design and fabless design, I think today with the growing needs for AI learning, machine learning, DIR-V will also be addressing high performance compute and high performance vector types of applications in the coming years. To the students in the many roadshows that will see, hear about the Vega processor, the Shakti processor, will get an opportunity to interact with the people at CDAC and with the various startups that are innovating around the RISC-V ISA. I say that spend a little bit more than just a little attention on what is happening. This is certainly an important and tectonic change in the electronics ecosystem in India, in the semiconductor ecosystem in India. What you are seeing are the basic green shoots of what promises to be over the next 4 to 5 years a very vibrant, full of innovation, cutting edge, globally competitive device design ecosystem, a chip design ecosystem that is sprouting rapidly, growing rapidly, and is going to is going to require many hundreds and thousands of talented engineers from the electronics, from the electrical, from the computer science, from materials, chemistry, physics domains to participate and to be joining with this program. So I congratulate again the CDAC team, Professor Kamkoti from IIT Chennai, and the overall DIR-V program team for doing this roadshow, bringing in front of the very, very important stakeholder, the students of today and the chip designers of tomorrow, this story of DIR-V, the story of Vega, the story of the Shakti processors, this family of processors that will play a very, very important role in the development of India's electronics semiconductor ecosystem and for India's growth as a significant player in the coming decade in this whole space of electronics and cutting edge innovation in the space of chip design and high performance systems. Thank you all for your attention. I wish you success. I wish the roadshow absolute success, and I look forward to more and more of you amongst the audience, especially the students, joining this mission of making India a semiconductor nation. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaste.